Welcome to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. I got a couple of things going on today. Today is Tuesday, but it's kind of weird since yesterday was President's Day and kind of threw my week off because a couple of the places that I got to deal with decided to limit operations and whatnot. So I'm headed home. I just got offloaded. If I would have got offloaded earlier, like sort of around the time when I got there, I would have had time to make it back to near Kansas City to grab another load, turn around, and make it kind of far south so I could make it down to Oklahoma. But it's not going to work out that way. And also, there's not a whole lot of product to grab from the last time I was there. There was not very much. So I don't know if that means I don't know because it seems like it's weird. You never know when they're going to add product. They make it sound like, oh, if it's a hot day, a lot of people are going to be using air conditioning, which is going to be using electricity, which is going to develop this selenium waste. So you'll be running. If it's a hot day, you'll be running. But I went there on a cold day, loaded, and then it was cold the next day, and then I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe it will at some point in time, but not right now. I don't know what the hell is going on. So if they haven't added product today, then I don't know if there's even going to be enough product to pull. I mean, I technically probably could pull, but I don't want to. I don't want to get into them solids, because them solids settle to the bottom of the tank, and sticking that hose up in there, sucking up them solids, really just makes a problem. All right. Um, and well, I just got confirmation. Yeah, there will. I'll be. I ain't working. I ain't doing this job for the next 2 days. So Wednesday. Well, not 2 days. Just tomorrow. I'll be coming in on Thursday to grab a load. Sounds like. I don't know. This is gonna fuck up my per diem. Oh well. Oh well. Things can't always be perfect, but this summer I'm the man for this job, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems running this job. Hopefully, everything continues and keeps me busy. But yeah, so I don't know. My schedule's a little fucked up, a little irritated by it, but also not. It's not the end of the world. We're all right. We're doing all right. But I tell you what, not having a CB radio is pretty irritating because these people, I don't know what the hell's wrong with their phone. It's their phone, not my phone. I can call people, people can call me. I have no problems with any of it. So, but for some reason, they cannot contact me off my phone. And otherwise, I'd have a CB on channel 14 and they'd tell me to come in and then get me on and off the scale, all that shit. But the only way we can get a hold of them is if I call them. So, my boss sent me a couple of Amazon links. She said, "Which CB radio do you want?" And I just said, "Just get the cheaper one. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter." So she ordered the cheap one. It's like $60. It's a 40 channel handheld CB. The other one had an antenna with it, and I'm like, I don't know if I want the antenna. Uh, But I got off the phone with her. I said, all right, well, I can get one at a truck stop, which I guess now I'm just going to get the one she got. But it's like I can just stop by a truck stop and grab one. They got them at truck stops. And that's kind of what I thought she was going to tell me to do. Oh, yeah, whenever I said, hey, I need a CB, just trying to get confirmation for purchase or whatever. And she said, oh, yeah, I'll look into it. She did look into it, but I'm like, hey, no, I need it. I need it. I need it now. I don't want to have to wait for it. Not, you know, should have just said, yeah, yeah, go ahead and get one. I'll stop at a truck stop and grab one. That's what they have on there. But well, I mean, now that I'm not doing this job for the next 2 days, so it'll be fine. It says the shipping says it'll be there tomorrow, some point in time. So that'll work out. I'll use that CB radio, and things will be fine. Now, this is the other part. This is where these fucking guys that offload me here are fucking wild. And I know they wanted to make it look like it was my fault, but it ain't my fault. I run with vacuum on the truck. Whenever I'm, vacuuming up a load, I let I close up the truck and everything, and I let the vacuum pump run for a little while so I can just run with vacuum. I don't know why. I just like to run with vacuum. Less chance for a leak if it's got vacuum on it. And I leave the vacuum on all the way up until I get offloaded. It would really suck if you like release the vacuum in a hotel parking lot or something, and then go into your hotel and you come out and your truck is half as full as it was, and there's a little bit of a wetness behind you. You're like, oh shit, whoopsies. Don't want to leak out any hazardous materials. So I get to this place, and I do it every single time. I get out of the truck quickly, like I get parked right where they want me to be. I hop out of the truck, I open up the isolation valve, I put the vacuum pump into neutral, and all the vacuum just is gone. And then it's a free flower. But today I had this fucking guy just jumped on the back of the truck and opened up the valve. And that's when it's like sucking in air, but you're dealing with a lot of fucking weight. So this trailer is just whoa, 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 and he's on the back of the fucking trailer above a pit, just doing the fucking Dougie, man. He's over there fucking getting down with it, getting jiggy with it, Will Smith said. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta let me release the vacuum before you open up the fucking valves and shit. God damn, because, he didn't go in the pit. He probably didn't even almost go in the pit, but the chance of him going into the pit are higher when he's standing on the back of a dancing trailer. Just don't fucking do that. I know what the fuck I'm doing, okay? You obviously don't. Quit touching shit. How about you just say, give me a thumbs up before you open up the valve or something, and I'll let you know if it's cool. Quit fucking touching my shit, man. Just irritates me. Anyways, I'm gonna take this truck to a truck wash today. That's for sure. I'm gonna go to a truck wash, get this fucking thing looking nice. Especially since I have a lot of time to waste, really. So, first order of business is get me something to eat. I didn't eat lunch, or I ate lunch. I didn't eat dinner last night. I had a half a bag of chips left over from lunch, and I just ate those while I laid in my bed. Um, and I actually got to park in the Holiday Inn parking spot, so where I wanted to park. There was a bus in there. Well, I guess I already talked about that, didn't I? Did I? When did I record yesterday? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what I've already told you and what I haven't. Anyways, I got to park in there. There was a bus in the way, taking up the whole. Like, obviously, this bus driver did not know what the fuck he was doing. But I got parked in there, and it seems like because I alternate days when I stay at the Holiday Inn, and I know they have a set day that they put out the pork sausage links, and I never stay on pork sausage link day. And I have proof of that because I just stayed last night at the Holiday Inn in Alva, and I woke up and guess what? They had pork sausage links out there. I love those fucking things. I could eat a whole mess of them. Little tiny sausages. And they had different eggs. Sometimes they have like an egg omelet with cheese. This time it was just like just an egg. I don't know what kind of egg it was. It was circular. It had the white and the yolk was separated, but it was all cooked. It just wasn't scrambled. And that was delicious. I loved my breakfast today. That was awesome. Last night was pretty good. Laid down, got to my hotel pretty early, and just laid down. Didn't have to worry about anybody towing my motherfucking truck. Didn't have to, do anything. I was a little hungry, but I ate them chips. I was all right. Pretty comfortable. And then I fell asleep. I don't know how early it was. I didn't look at the time or nothing. But got a really good night of sleep. Loved that. Really like getting a lot of sleep. And been been looking on Facebook and Amazon and all kinds of stuff, just looking for other stuff. I kind of added up the cart of items that I plan on buying here really soon. It's kind of expensive, but it's some stuff that I'm gonna need. And I just keep thinking back to my son sitting on that little electric dirt bike and how small it was, and thinking about getting him something different. So I'm on Facebook Marketplace just looking for deals, and there's a lot of these little Chinese dirt bikes, little 49cc Chinese little pit bike, dirt bike things. They're all over Facebook Marketplace. Some people want too much for them. Some people don't really care too much about them, it seems like, but they're real junky. Like probably the one, it was $50 and it was ripped apart. The guy's like, it runs. I'll trade for a paintball gun. It's like, this is a child. This is a child. Does your parents know you're trying to hawk off your dirt bike for this? For a paintball gun? What are you going to do with that? I've played paintball. Have you guys ever played paintball? Do people even know what paintball is? That's a cool conversation. Paintballing. So you get it's a specially made gun for paintballs. I've had a couple of them back in the day. I don't have any now, but they had cheap ones at Walmart. There was like a whole section at our Walmart for paintball stuff. It had like the masks and the chest shields and goggles and paintballs of all different colors, little containers for them, paintball gun accessories and whatnot. And you get these little CO2 containers and you screw them to the back of your paintball gun. And they sound like a gun. Not really. It's just like poof, poof, poof. And you fill the hopper with paintballs, and you go out in the woods and you shoot your friends with these paintballs, and it's just a fucking blast. It's so much fun. It's really cool. And actually, my uncle, he was the one that kind of got me and my dad and my brother and everybody involved with paintball. He had this little spot down in the woods that we would go, and we would just go down in there and just have one hell of a fucking time just shooting paintballs. And I mean, they hurt. They didn't hurt that bad, but you definitely knew if you got fucking hit. Just a lot of fun. A lot of fucking fun. Anyways, I had a couple of buddies that also liked paintballs, and we went out in the woods one time. We had like 4 or 5 paintball guns, and we're just in the woods next to the dirt bike track that we used to have growing up, and we're just running around shooting each other. And I was shooting mine, and then I was out of paintballs, so I thought. and I was shooting it up in the air, and then I leaned it down, and I pointed it right at my buddy's like stomach, and I said, "Hey John, is it loaded?" He's like, "Don't fuck around." I'm like, "Is it loaded though?" He's like, "Don't fuck around." And then I shot, and up it actually shot him. I didn't realize there was one singular paintball left in the hopper, and he got pissed. But he was like, I get to shoot you," and I'm like, "Okay." But he was out of CO2 and paintballs, which I don't know why he couldn't. He had special little CO2 containers or something, I think. I don't know, but because he had a really badass paintball gun that really hurt, and I never got shot by it. So he was gonna shoot me with his, but he ended up shooting me with my own gun, and I had to act like it hurt real bad just to make him feel better. It's the small things you do for your friends. Yeah, paintballing. It was a fun time. It was a really fun time. The paintball guns are pretty fucking cool looking. Um, I had a couple of different barrels I could put on mine. Some people say, "Oh, you can freeze your paintballs." You don't even need to freeze your paintballs. Just put them in the refrigerator. That'll make them hurt really bad if they're just cold, because it's like a paint gel inside. You don't want to freeze them because then they'll expand and then they won't shoot, because they're frozen. But if you put them in the refrigerator, get them nice and cold, it'll take a lot more force to make them break and whatnot. But we've had them, several times where you're just putting too much. That's the thing. If you have to tune your gun, because if you have too much pressure when you shoot, it's just going to explode the paintball in your gun. You're gonna have to take it apart and clean all the O-rings and whatnot. Paintballing was fun. Never really got into it heavily. There are several places around that have like a paintball facility where you can go. I think there's one in the caves. You can go over, or at least near the caves. The Jaegers paintball, and they also do laser tag. Laser tag, they have age restrictions and shit for that. It's ridiculous. It's laser tag. I would love to take my son to do laser tag just because he's so into Fortnite. I'm like, dude, let's get you a fucking laser tag, boy. I remember doing laser tag a few times. It's a lot of fun. And their birthdays are coming up. I ought to look in to see if there is some sort of laser tag. I bought a couple of like the home laser tag guns that are like super cheap. They don't fucking work. They're not. It's not. And it's way more fun with a bunch of people running around laser tagging. Badass. Badass. What that's something you guys might be able to leave comments on. Like, what was your favorite birthday party? Either yours or one of your friends or something you got invited to, or your parents put on a birthday party for you. What and where was it? What did you do? What was your most fun? And it better be exciting. Don't just be like, "This is the last time I got to see my grandma." It's like, okay, but was it fun? I know I'm being a little rude here, but sorry. I'm trying to think back to one of my favorite birthday parties. My birthday was lumped up with my dad's birthday also, because we were a day apart, and we were also right next to um, Christmas. So the funds were always tight around my birthday, but I always had a good birthday. Trying to think of, I don't know, going to the movie theaters, like friends that would go to the movie theaters with the birthday parties. And that's back when it was, back to laser tag. The movie theater that was near in my town or whatever, they had a laser tag upstairs. So going there was always fun. We had a couple of people do a skating rink. That was more like middle school age and whatnot. That was before cell phones or anything ever came out, really. Um, Skating rink was always a good time. Trying to think of anything else. Probably the zoo. A couple of people at the zoo. I don't know. There was a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese we went to. That was, that was with my children. And I think, I don't know, they have a whole arcade system thing going on. So I think my kids, if they were probably excited about somebody's birthday party, it was probably that little girl's birthday party because it was at Chuck E. Cheese. It was just, Chuck E. Cheese is timeless, even though it's totally different. But the kids nowadays, they still get excited about Chuck E. Cheese, and I do too. I mean, it's a fun time, and it's not as expensive as you would think. Now, to host a party and whatnot, it might be, but just to go there on a weekday or whatever, not bad. Mm, birthday party surprise. I don't know. I had a lot of redneck friends, and a lot of them would have as we got older, they would have birthday parties out. They'd have like a bonfire birthday party. One of my real good buddies, um, they had big bonfire birthday parties, and it was so much fun to go out there. Somebody brought a dirt bike. Everybody had cool ass trucks and shit. Everybody's getting drunk and doing crazy shit, trying to jump over the fire and whatnot. Good food, music, just a bunch of people hanging out around a fire all night long. Good times, real good times. Um, I don't know. Trying to think of best birthday party. I don't know. Probably one of those that I said. I don't know. None are really sticking out to me. Some of them were at the growing up at the pool party, pool birthday party. Those were always cool. Public pool, bunch of kids at the. Hopefully you're gonna get to kiss that one girl or something. Everybody's running around in bathing suits. It was a weird time. Weird to talk about it now, that's for sure. But yeah, I had swim lessons at our public pool. I still doggy paddle. Tell you what, I'm still a dog ear. I'm still doggy paddling my way around. You get me in a little bit of water, I'm doggy paddling. I always like to be able to lay on my back and float. We had a pool growing up. My dad bought. First, it was like a hard side pool, and then that thing fucking sucked. So he got and they're still sold nowadays. It's got like an inflatable ring, and you fill it up with water, and it will raise up with the water, and so it's always a full pool, or I don't know. It was pretty cool. Um, Having a pool in your backyard, pretty badass. If somebody had an in-ground pool, that was fucking like, dude, you're rich. You're fucking rich. You have an in-ground pool. One of my wife's friends, she has a in-ground pool. It's really nice. There's a big slide. Pretty cool. I don't know. They don't like the girls want to fucking just relax at the pool, and the boys want to splash and have a good time. It's just the two personalities just don't mix. It whenever there's water around. There's girls that want to get in the water, but they don't want to get wet. And then there's boys that want to just jump in the water, make a big splash, and just chase each other around, and it's a good time. But we have a pool at like the rec center near my house. That was pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. They have big ass slides. Um, I actually got my last time we were there, got my son to go down the slide. That was also for a birthday party. We had a birthday party there. They have a lazy river, but the fucking lifeguards there, I mean, they're like high school students or whatever, and they're fucking little fucking assholes. Because what was it? Oh, my son was having trouble or something, so I sat him up on the wall. And as soon as his butt hit the wall, I had whistles going off all around me. They're like, off the wall. And I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up. What the? Hold the fuck on. Because what I was trying to do, I was trying to buckle his life jacket on. And they're like, off the wall, off the wall. And I'm like, do you not see what the fuck I'm doing? They're like, off the wall, you can't be on the wall. I'm like, is anybody's life in danger here? Can you shut the fuck up? Like, off the wall. I'm like, I've got one more buckle, you stupid. Let me come up out of this pool right now and show a high schooler how a father fucking deals with shit, you motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Off the wall. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'll beat your ass, fucking Bryson, you fucking dumb motherfucker. Shut the fuck up about the wall. My 5-year-old son is sitting on the wall. Got chew coming out of my mouth. Shut the fuck up, dude. God damn it. Off the wall. There's a kid taking a shit in the pool over there. Go deal with that, you fucking Bryson. Fucking motherfucker. Oh, God. And that's always fun to get fired up at the pool. Yell at some teenagers. It's always a good time. I recommend it. Yeah, we got yelled at the pool all the time growing up. No running, no jumping, no diving. You can't do that. It's like, and then you'll see one of your friends, running, and he thinks it's funny. He's running and gonna jump in the pool, and then he slips, and fucking then he starts bleeding in the pool, and everybody's like, "We gotta get out." It's like, oh shit, dude. Oh fuck, dude, you got fucked up. You started bleeding all over the pool, man. Now everybody's got to get out. Oh, good times. But so the public pool, I don't know why they called it a public pool. You had to pay to go in. It was not public. It was owned, I guess, and maintained by the city. I don't know. I guess that's why it was public. But yeah, you had to pay to go in, and it was kind of expensive, especially for back in the day. And now, you know, my kids see it as we drive by, and they're like, "Oh, can we go there?" I'm like, "No, it's way more expensive now." And it's like, damn, I gotta remortgage the house if we want to go spend a day at the pool. But I don't know. Probably this year we'll make an appearance. Might be able to find us at the public pool one of these days, and they're all over the place. There's a lot of fun. There's a new place a little bit northeast of us that it's like inside a building. It's a big indoor water park, and that place looks pretty fucking cool. Might go check that out. You know, and my son, he's starting to sell these major saver cards. Last time he sold enough, he sold enough that he was able to get a limo ride. I want to thank all my family and friends for making that happen for my boy. He got a limo ride and he got to go to a restaurant called Johnny's Tavern, where he said he did not like the pizza. But he got the prestigious prize. And now this year's prize is a TV, or you can get a fucking season pass to the amusement park. Over in Kansas City, we have an amusement park called Worlds of Fun, and then right next door is Oceans of Fun, and you can get a season pass to both of them. They're pretty fun. Um, Obviously, it's in the name. We used to have one called Schlitterbahn, and just look it up on Google. It spelled how it sounds, I guess. It's Schlitterbahn. That's an S and a C and an H. Schlitterbahn. And Bahn is Baughn. Bahn. You know, it's spelled just like it sounds. Uh, Brother, you know that was a fucking crazy ass water park. So before I get into the big story about that place, I'll talk about my experience there. They weren't done building it yet. They didn't have all the attractions opened yet. But we went there, me and a buddy and girlfriends or something, and we went on the lazy river. There ain't nothing lazy about that river. Dude, I don't know what it was about that thing, but it would flip your ass over. It was so much fun, but the old people that wanted to relax in the lazy river were not relaxing. They were clogging it up, is what they were doing, really. And the waves, because I don't know, the way water moves is kind of strange, or they had extra pumps throughout the lazy river and they had them turned up, because you'll come around a corner and it'll be pretty calm, and then all of a sudden a wave will come out of nowhere from behind you and flip your ass over. Really cool. Dangerous, because the waves are coming at you from the back and you don't realize it. You could face plant the wall. You know, you could get fucked up, and you got other people coming, and but it was cool. I thought, until they had this death drop slide. It was, I don't know what it was exactly called. It's in the news, obviously. There was a lawmaker. There was like a government function where they rented out the whole park, and they had a lot of people from high up in the government in Kansas, because it was over in Kansas. Um, a lawmaker's son went to the top and was getting on this raft ride down, and they had to calculate the weight of everybody on the ride to make sure it was going to be safe. And they had these, you can see there's video of them doing testing for the ride whenever they first turned it on, and they were putting like sandbags in the boats and whatnot to see how they would work. And it failed quite a bit of testing, but they thought they got the calculation correct. And so this little kid, 8, 9 years old, got on a boat with two girls, and they were probably teenagers or whatever. And the boat went down, and they had a net to catch people in case they flew off the ramp. And it was in the middle of the ride. You know, it wasn't at the bottom. It was like a big jump in the middle of the downhill, like immediate, super steep downhill, goes up, and then it ramps, and then it goes down. And there was a net to catch people from, being ejected off of the fucking water slide or whatever. And they had this boat a little bit too light. They needed to have a full grown man, not a little boy, to really make the weight, I'm guessing. And it sucks to think about. Even the boy flew up, and he caught the net, caught the frame of the net, and he was holding on to the boat, so the only thing that was sticking up was his head, and it came off. Not the net, not the framing, not the boat. His head came off on a water slide. Um, Yeah, if you're interested about, go ahead and look it up. I'm done talking about water slides now. What's for lunch today? You know, oh, man. But seriously, I am headed up over here. I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing. When I was looking up Australian foods, your subways are totally different than our subways. Also, I almost thought about going to Subway just to prove it, but um, your subways are way different in Australia. It looks like an actual like restaurant. Looks like an actual like place where you can get decent food. Maybe you guys have the same problems. I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, you go to Subway, you're gonna have problems with something, and it's also gonna not taste good. Um, but yeah, there's not really too much to eat this direction. Where should I go? Hmm. I should have stopped off at that other truck stop back there. Might have been able to get me. The lady in there, she knows me. She's like, you want a double burger with everything on it, including jalapenos? I'm like, you know me. Get that shit ready. And she like they're pre-made burgers that like they make in the back, and then uh, she unwraps it and puts all that stuff on there for me. Because there was one time I was like, do you guys have like ketchup or anything? She's like, yeah, I could put some ketchup on it for you. She's like, what do you want? You want lettuce and all that stuff? And now I think she regrets telling me that because every time I come in there, I'm asking for a fully loaded burger, and she's got to go back there and make it. And she looks less enthusiastic about it every time. But not me. I like it. It tastes good. It's a good for a gas station cheeseburger. Not bad. Not bad. Feel kind of fancy with lettuce on it. Tomato, onion. Whoo, I just can't stop thinking about them zesty, them zinger things at KFC, man, over in Australia. Like, feel real left out. There's a motorcycle for sale, or it's just in the ditch. It's just in the ditch. Somebody crashed that motherfucker. It's parked there looking like it's for sale, but there's no sale sign on it, and I saw some tire marks in the ditch. Somebody went for a ride. Should have had a DR 650. You just ride through the field, ride in the ditch. You know, it's meant for it. But where are we? 38 minutes in. I'll come back. Hello, Luke.
Good afternoon, Kletus Ray.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, President's Day fucked everything up. So, and the place that I usually get, waste from, they didn't add any waste recently, and it was getting pretty low. So, I'm actually not going to be doing this job tomorrow at all, and then Thursday I'll do it. But nope, I'll be
Nice.
home.
So how much waste do they make in like a day? Like if you're only waiting a couple days to do it again, like I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you didn't hear the other part of the podcast. I kind of got into it a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Is what I talked about earlier. I have no idea. It's like they're like, oh, if it's hot outside, they're going to be putting you'll have a lot of waste, but because people be running their electricity. But I've been out there, in the wintertime, and then they'll load it up. So I don't know. I don't know how it works or what's going on.
Yeah. Well, cool. I got off a little early today. Heading
Nice.
down. Got to go home, clean up, and get dressed. Going to daddy-daughter date night.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Is it at the school?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I
So go.
wonder if I got one of those too. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not.
I think recently I've seen your wife put like or share or click on some daddy-daughter thing in somewhere nearby, Kansas City somewhere. Might have been up farther north, but I'm like, ooh, that'd be fun for Kletus.
And she shared it?
I don't know if she shared it or it just said like Kletus' wife is interested in this event, and it was a daddy-daughter thing, so she was obviously interested in it for you.
And, well, see, this is how I got to get all my information, because she don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm not
She's
even
like,
friends with her on Facebook. I don't, I
yeah.
don't, I don't have any friends on Facebook. I don't know. Did I add you the other day? Because there's my Canadian fellas. They were having problems like sharing posts or commenting on something that I was related to or something, and so I had to add them as a friend. So
No.
I'm gonna have to add. I guess I'm gonna start adding friends on Facebook. I guess I don't know.
I got you. Yeah, I know you don't actually ever post any like regular stuff, so I don't care if we're friends or not.
Yeah, well, and I might remove them. I don't know, because now I'm getting all everybody in Canada that is affiliated with those people are now my suggested friends, and I'm not happy about that. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need to be friends with everybody's family in Canada.
No kidding. Okay, so
But
bad news for you. I found the event. It was father-daughter dance hosted by Lee Summit Parks and Recreation, and it was 2 Fridays ago.
oh damn! All right, never mind
I
then.
take it you didn't go.
No, well it was either I was at home hurt or I was
Yeah.
yeah I was at home
It,
hurt, but I wasn't
yeah,
that
that
hurt by
was
that point in time. I would have gone, but whatever.
yeah, so it was February 6th.
I'll dance with her
So,
later tonight whenever we get home, and we'll do a little daddy day.
there you go.
They're excited I get to come home. That's who I was on the
Yeah.
phone with just before you called. Was they got these Amazon Alexas, and
Oh, nice.
they can just talk to it and say call daddy, and it calls me. So I listen to
Yeah.
them just walking around in their room talking about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, my boy's old enough now that he got himself a smart watch that he can
Ooh,
call and text from. He's
dang,
not much of a texter, so and it's on a watch, so I don't blame him. But he'll like send voice memos every now and then.
that's cool. Maybe I should try to look into one of those. I don't know.
Yeah,
My
they're
son,
called
he'll lose
Gab.
it. He'll lose it. He'll be like, hey,
Oh
it's not charged up. It's gone. He steps on it for some reason. He's like, I wanted to see what would happen if I stepped on it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're called Gab, Gabb. Not a sponsor, but they
Could
could be
be.
someday.
Could be one
Uh,
day. Not today though.
so like he can call me, he can text me, it'll show location, all that
Hmm.
stuff. I think he said he's got some games on it too. I'm like, don't you be playing that in school, boy?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Not a whole lot going on really. I did. I recorded part of a podcast earlier, and then now I was probably about to turn it on and record something anyway. So I'm glad you called.
You know, right on. Yeah, there's gonna be just like a random switch over to all of a sudden you have a guest on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Old Lucas. What do you got going on this year, Lucas? Anything special happening this year?
This whole year, man, I don't have the week planned out, let alone the year.
Yeah. Well.
But I mean, I can break it down by this week. I know what I'm doing this week.
Yeah. There you go.
Uh,
What's your plan this week?
got daddy daughter dance tonight, obviously. Getting ready to go to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, they're all booked up. for Valentine's weekend, so we're like, let's just do it after Valentine's and not have to worry about the crowd. So
Yeah.
we're going to a glow in the dark paint splatter room where
Whoa.
you get all suited up. And I don't know how they're gonna cover my beard. I'm a little concerned about that. But like in the rules, it says like, be ready. This can get in your hair if you're not careful. Like
Yeah.
even with the hat, like the little like painter thing that you're wearing, like it'll get hair. I'm like, my beard's definitely gonna get paint in it then.
Yeah, it'll come out eventually. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You just walk
yeah.
around like a hipster for a little bit.
It glow in the dark, so it might be keeping me up at night. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, will you even be able to see it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna look like cum stains in my beard or something.
Oh goodness, that sounds like the Holiday Inn air conditioner.
No kidding. Every time I walk into one of those, I turn it on high and stuff sprays out of it. Like, damn it, Kletus!
Yeah, yeah.
You started a trend.
Boy, you know, it's just what you do. That's why those rooms have a certain smell to them.
Oh yeah, I get it. But other than that, Thursday I think we're gonna go do some music bingo because my wife and I are old people and we like to play
Yeah.
bingo.
Hell yeah.
And Friday we're getting the kids and doing something this weekend. I don't know what. Probably just be vegetables around the house and not do anything.
Yeah, well, if it's nice out, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, we need to get the kids together to do something. You guys can either come to our house or we come to your house, but we got to do something with the kids.
Yeah,
Get
for
them
sure.
all together. I got my son's little dirt bike. I figured out how to charge it up, and I don't know. I'm thinking I can't ride the thing. I'll break it. So,
Yeah.
but if your son or your daughter could come over, I think it would. Him seeing another kid ride his toy, he would be like, oh man, I gotta ride
I
it
could
now.
do that.
Yeah. And yeah, they could just have a lot of fun. We can hang out in the garage and let them run around in the front yard, backyard, whatever. And
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I haven't drank in a long time, so maybe it's time to crack one open. I don't know.
I have 2 full cases of Twisted Tea
That
sitting in my house.
sounds like we're gonna be drinking those this weekend, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's get twisted.
You don't have any more Fireball. Your last bottle is damn bitter.
Yeah. I
So,
haven't had Fireball for a long time. When
did you have any at my wedding?
No. Well, maybe like a shot.
Yeah.
And that if somebody, yeah, you brought some. Because I just brought some beers or something, I think. Or I don't know what the hell. It's so far away, I don't remember.
Yeah. And I don't remember a lot of the night for drinking reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I was drinking, but I never got, like, drunk, I don't think. Maybe I did.
Oh,
We definitely got an Uber.
yeah. I was long gone. Not,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a slow burn all evening. I didn't get like hammered until the very end, and I think it's because you gave me a whole glass of straight
No.
rum,
No.
and you're like,
You
this
don't
stuff's
remember
pretty
this.
good.
You don't remember that you stole my drink from me. I walked up and I was gonna say, hey man, I don't know what kind of whiskey this is, but it's freaking delicious. And then you just grabbed it from me and chugged it.
What I remember, in my defense, I don't remember any of it. What I remember is you walking up with this beautiful glass, mixed drink in my eyes, and you're like, this stuff's good.
Yeah.
I took that as in, hey, you should drink this, thinking it's like a Crown and Coke, or it was Captain. It was Captain and Coke or something mixed together, and you came up with it. And you're like, this is pretty good. You know I like my mixed alcohol.
Yeah, it was not mixed. It was just straight up.
But in my eyes,
Are you
So this
there?
has got,
There
it's
you
probably
are.
strong. It's Kletus. He probably mixed it strong, but it'll be all right. And I downed that sucker, and it was straight Captain.
Yeah.
No mixer whatsoever.
I don't remember what Captain
And
it was, but it was delicious straight, by itself.
it's
But
it's
not
just
not a
regular.
chugger, don't chug it.
I that's what I did. But it was just straight, normal, spiced Captain rum. Like it wasn't anything special.
No, it
That's
was
just
like applewood or peach or
no,
it was something.
no. It
I looked
wasn't.
at the bottle, it was special in
I'm
some
the one
way.
that bought the bottle. That's the stuff that Nick drinks all the time. It's just normal Captain Morgan spiced rum. Like that's it. That's standard
Okay.
Captain Morgan.
All right. I believe it was peach.
No, it was definitely not peach. We are not drinking peach rum.
I don't know. Anyways, enough with the rum talk, okay? We're going to disagree.
We're gonna get twisted.
Twisted. Let's get twisted this weekend, buddy.
Yeah, I'm done with that. Because like that Super Bowl get together we had, I told him, or we picked up a case of Twisted Teas, and then our buddy Travis picked up a case of Twisted Teas. He's like, hey, I brought you guys a drink.
Yeah.
Because like we hosted, so he felt like he needed to bring something, which he's a great dude. And I think we didn't touch a single one at the Super Bowl party. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. I know. I didn't drink at all.
yeah, and then this past Sunday, we've been doing some home renovation stuff. Nick's like, you want a drink? I'm like, what are we drinking? And she's like, we have those Twisteds in there. I'm like, sure, give me one. We both drank one, and that's it. So we still have two almost full cases. One completely full, one only has 2 cans missing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll bring those over.
Yeah. We'll do that. Maybe we have a fire in the backyard or something. I definitely got some stuff I need to burn, whether it's at your house or my house. I don't know, but I just hope it. I don't know. Are we supposed to be getting rain? Because it's looking like it could rain at any moment.
I mean, it's cloudy. I haven't paid into the forecast. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it either. But I got the bike at work right now, so I'm like, it would be my luck for it to just start downpouring right as I get to the shop,
Yeah.
But I'll do it. I'll ride in the rain. I just won't have music because I'm gonna unplug that thing. I don't need that thing getting ruined.
It says 0% chance today and none expected for the next 10 days.
Weird, because I did look at it a couple of days ago and it said it was gonna rain at some point in time. But guess that's long gone. I was kind of hoping it was gonna rain and kind of wash. Well, it did rain, didn't it?
Yeah, it did on Saturday.
Okay, there we go. It did rain. Because I was hoping it was going to rain and kind of wash a lot of the salt out and kind of clean the roads up a little bit. Because I did ride the day or the Thursday, Wednesday night or Wednesday. I don't know when the hell it was. There was salt and shit all over the road.
Yeah.
And I was able to do a little bit of a burnout on my bike on accident. It wasn't supposed to do a burnout, but it did. And I was like, because I follow all those a couple of Facebook groups about Kansas City riders and stuff, and I saw that they were like, oh, a lot of people are crashing these roads. We need a good rain to wash them up.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, I got some goodies here in the near future. I got some goodies coming for the bike. I cannot wait. And you know what? I feel like you're betraying me by not getting a bike.
Dude, I don't want a bike.
I feel betrayed.
Maybe you betrayed me by getting a bike.
When you don't get a dirt bike, it makes me feel sad.
I can't even afford the tires on my 4-wheeler, let alone getting a bike.
Sell your car.
Yeah, right.
Man, we could have so much fun. Think about it. Just imagine me and you just driving through the woods, not going fast, not going dangerous, just
Hey,
driving through the woods.
I've sent you links to Facebook Marketplace for sidecars.
Yeah, but you can't fit a sidecar in the woods. What so are you against all bikes, or are you just like you don't want to get like one to ride on the road? What if you got just a dirt bike with no, you know, you could just ride it on trails and stuff?
I used to ride bikes. Like, I had a '89 Yamaha Virago growing up. Like,
There you
a
go.
street cruiser. Like, I grew up riding bikes. I had I can't remember the year, 70s, 80s Suzuki, I think it was Suzuki Rebel, maybe? I can't remember what it was. Well, it was like a mini street bike. It looked like a full-size street bike, but like a cruiser bike, not like a crotch rocket or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was a little bitty motor on it, and I maybe hit 30 miles an hour going down the road in my neighborhood. It was 49 cc's, so
Yeah.
I couldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, it was like
I'm sure if they wanted to
almost a
get me in trouble, they
moped or
could.
something.
No, I mean, if you looked at it, you would be like, that's just a small bike, motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't it wasn't like designed to be a moped or a scooter or anything. It was just a small motorcycle.
Yeah. Wish we
That
could
thing,
get you back to your roots, man. You know, get you back on the hog.
I've lived that life. I mean, that was why we went to Winoka all the time. It was a biker thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's your destiny to be a rider.
I've lived that life. I'm old and fat. I want four wheels.
Yeah, oh, man, I don't know. All right, well, I'm not gonna be able to convince you.
Nah, I got too many power tools I want to buy. We both love motors. Mine are just compact and spin carving tools and stuff.
Yeah,
Yours move you around.
I like to get moved around. I like to be cradled by a dirt bike seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you get? Have you already talked about this on the podcast? Like what'd you buy?
Well,
You were what?
yeah, the last few episodes have
thing?
been pretty dirt bike heavy, but no, I haven't got them yet. But here in the near future, I will be probably upgrading. I'll definitely be upgrading the tires because I have to get new tires because they're pretty worn out. And this time I get to choose some actual, you know, all-terrain tires versus basically street tires. Oh yeah, and I'm also gonna do some research. I'm gonna see if I can get like an oversized tire, and then I can just cut. If it doesn't fit on the swing arm, I can just kind of. If it's too wide, I can kind of cut the knobs off of it, and it'll fit. I'd like a really wide rear tire, and then even front tire too. I'd like to find a wide front tire for it, but I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go with the whatever the specs are for the bike, but I don't know. That could change, but I'm definitely getting tires. I want to get a new fuel tank and a new muffler.
Right on, yeah.
And my muffler setup, I think, is going to be about $100. The fuel tank is expensive, so that's the one. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but I'd really like to. So I'm hoping I just pull the trigger and then regret it later, and then once it comes, I won't regret it anymore. It'll be a 5-gallon fuel tank, so it's be like, I don't know. It'll definitely have more range to it, which would be more convenient.
Yeah. Ever since that muffler as a toolbox, I think that would be so cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the fake dual muffler setup, and one of them's a toolbox.
Yeah, and I was talking about that recently too, about people making a fake muffler toolbox because I was trying to I have an ammo can, and I was like, I would love to be able to mount this ammo can to store multiple tools in, like a whole ratchet set,
Yeah.
pliers, a hammer, all kinds of stuff in there. But there's no room for anything right now, and so I've thought about it, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm looking for some sort of a low profile toolbox that I can probably just put on the rack or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that the dual muffler setup would look cool, but I would also probably feel like a fraud. I'd be like, this is not a dual muffler. It's a fake. I'm faking it over here.
Yeah. But then when it's actually going on, you're like, okay, that makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, probably.
It's like the old like jerry cans that people like put on like the backs of Jeeps and stuff. Like 9 times out of 10, they're not carrying fuel in those old ones. Like especially now that they have the plastic ones, so like everywhere now. The old metal ones they turn
Yeah.
into like little toolkits or whatever.
Yeah, that could be all right.
Maybe that's what
I
you need.
don't know.
Get a jerry can and just strap it to the back rack.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They sell all kinds of. Uh, I mean, if you look at anybody with a DR650, you're gonna see somebody that's got like the big saddlebags and shit on the side, and they just
Yeah.
add hundreds of pounds worth of weight to their bike just to see how much shit they can hold. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, maybe if I did have an actual trip in mind where I'm like, I'm gonna ride 25
From Maine to
hours and
California.
up
Yeah.
into a mountain and camp in a mountain, that would be the only reason I would ever put all that shit on there. Right now, it's just like I'm just
Yeah.
staying local. I might hit a couple of trails if I fuck up the engine in or not the engine, but something small
A
mechanical that I
small
can
mechanical
fix.
failures.
Yeah, and right now I feel like it does come with a nice little toolkit that the tools fit most of the hardware on the bike, but
Yeah.
they definitely don't have everything.
It's the bare minimum.
Yeah,
Won't do everything, but it'll get you home most likely.
yeah, and yeah. There's just other stuff I'd like to have with me, and I'm gonna look at that a little bit more in the future. But as of right now, I love the thing. I mean, I can only do one tippy toe at a time on the bike with the new
Yeah.
suspension setup.
That was the last thing I messaged you. I'm like, is it getting shorter or is it staying tall? Like with
It's
just different suspension
It's
feel?
much taller now. It's much
Right on.
taller. I love it, and I might even raise it up even a little bit more because I can add a little bit of preload to it. It's all in the sag, which is what is the unsprung weight, and then what is the unsprung height, and then whenever my big ass gets up on there, how much does it squish down? And
Yeah.
I might be able to tighten that spring up a little bit because I mean there's different stages in springs. You probably
Yeah.
understand it. It's kind of hard to
Oh yeah.
explain, but there's tight
Compression rate and
coils.
everything.
Yeah, there's tight coils and there's wider coils, and they all do something different. And if you are for some reason taking up all of the first stage by just your body weight, you're losing some of the action of the spring, so
Right on.
I don't know. My uncle tried telling me about it, and I'm just kind of trying to spew out the same stuff he said. I understand it, but I'm not going to be able to explain it
Yeah.
real good. But he says setting your sag is what it's all about. You got to get your sag set. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if I tighten that up at all anymore, it's only going to get higher. And but I don't want to. I mean, I'm obviously a big guy, but before when I was riding it, it looked like a fat fuck squishing a dirt bike down the road. It's like that poor dirt bike. Get that big guy off of that dirt bike is what it looked like. And now I believe it looks like that's a fat guy on a dirt bike. The dirt bike is having no problems.
Yeah.
It looked like a struggle before.
Right on.
This motherfucker. Why did you hit the brakes right before a hill? What's going on? Now we're all right, we're going around. Sorry, pickup truck. There's nobody in front of you. Why did you hit the brakes, RTI? Oh my gosh. Durka Burka. Oh my goodness. Like, oh, we're about to go up a pretty steep hill. Let's just hit the brakes.
Yeah, I just went through the bottleneck on the highway.
Oh yeah. People try to cut in front of you and everything.
Yeah, but like other people are just like not letting them in. Like it does not hurt. Like zipper, come on, folks.
Yeah.
Like they speed up so the car on that fast lane, the one that's going away, is. I just don't get it.
Yeah, so
Like
if I'm on the road and if we are like back to back traffic, I'm gonna leave a lot of room in front of me because people are gonna want to come in there, which is fine.
yeah,
And I don't want to slam on my brakes every 5 seconds. But if there's not a lot of traffic and we're getting up to that bottleneck where that lane ends, and you see this guy swing out into that lane and punch it, I'm getting up on the bumper of the car in front of me. There is no reason you need to cut me off.
just to get
When
two car lengths ahead.
the highway's not that busy. You don't need to cut people off. I don't know
Yeah,
what the thinking is, and I think they know it pisses people off, and that's why they like to do it
probably.
because
I just
there is
think
no
if
benefit.
everyone's moving, my thought is if everyone's moving and there's room for them to fit in, just keep on going. Like, don't speed up and hit your brakes so you come to a stop so they can't get in. Now you're having people behind you waiting on you to get back up to speed. Like, if you're moving, keep moving. If they're coming in, they're coming in.
Yeah, and I like to think of it as every time somebody taps their brakes in traffic, you
That's
are
that causes the slinky effect.
you're causing the slinky effect, which if you're leaving enough space in front of you, most of the time you can just let off the throttle.
Yep.
Let off well, especially for me, everything I drive is manual. So,
Yeah.
but hey, I got somebody calling me right now. I'm gonna have to let you go.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Sorry about that. We kind of got. I had to get off the phone with him, and then we never got back on the phone together. Didn't finish out the episode, so just wanted to hop on here and explain that's what happened. Obviously you heard me in the phone call, and I had something else going on. But uh, adios. Keep all 18 down. When we're gonna talk to you later. Bye bye.